What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sky Tuhati. Today I'm bringing y'all Q&A about my first year, Student Athlete Edition. Alright, y'all, I'm be talking about my first year, Student Athlete Edition, because most of y'all know I'm on the football team as well as like going to Harvard University. So I'm gonna be answering some of y'all's questions, bro. You're gonna know a little bit more. First question: how did the transition from high school football to college football feel? It felt good. Okay. It was weird at first because I went so I'm one of the smallest people, and everyone was bigger than me, right? So I was scared at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like I walked in first day, and I was like, I didn't know if I could fit. I didn't know if I was gonna be wasting my time. like if I was just like, if I was trash or anything. And I was nervous because the game's a lot faster, the game's a lot physical. When you move up to the next level, like you're not gonna be able to outrun everyone. You're not gonna be able to, definitely not gonna be able to out physical everyone. But then my first day, we were doing one-on-ones, and my first one-on-one routed the safety up, and I was like, oh, bet I can hang with them. Like I'm one of them. I can hang with them. So that's how the transition felt. And then since then, it's just college is definitely more of a business than high school. High school, if you're in high school football, I would say enjoy it. Because that's where the fun is. The fun is high school football when you get to be with your boys and all that. But college is like a job, it's an occupation. So everything you do, you're going there to win ball games. And if you don't win ball games, then like bad things happen because your coaches aren't they're not getting the right players, and then or maybe you're underperforming, and it's less fun. It's more of a business thing, business aspect. Second question: did you get homesick? Okay, I wouldn't say I got homesick because I was ready to dip up out of there by the time August came. But I was like homesick in a way because it was uncomfortable like living by myself. Like there were some nights like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., check the fridge, and there's just nothing there, blank, crickets. And I'm just like, damn. And I definitely miss home, like with the stock fridge. I took that for granted. And like, of course, I miss my family and all. But I wouldn't say I got homesick. I was just more, if I did get homesick, it's because I'm more comfortable being at home considering that I lived here my whole life. So I would say like if I could like be like a halfway homesick. I was like halfway homesick. I was like halfway homesick. Question number 3, what was your GPA? My GPA right now is a 3.2, 3.3. It was a 3.5 in the beginning. At the end of first semester, I had a 3.5. And then second semester, low key, kicked my ass. So I had a 3.3 right now as we speak. But coming in the fall, I'm thinking I'm trying to go all A's. I'm trying to go 4.0 coming in the fall. That's like number one goal, is I'm trying to like undeniably get like all A's from here on out. I don't know if it can be done. We gonna see. We definitely gonna see. You definitely gonna be taking some harder classes in the fall. But yeah, like that's my GPA right now. Fourth question: is it hard learning a new playbook? All right, is it hard? Yes, it was very hard. Like that first day of practice, I was staring. Because first day, coach just threw me in. Like he told me and the other freshman receiver's name's Ledger. Literally was like, "All right, Scott, Ledger, go in." I'm like, "Huh?" Go. I didn't know like what a play was. Like I didn't know anything. Like one of the senior receivers had to tell me what to do. And it's different because in college they have someone who signals the play, and then another person who signals the formation. So you have to look at like two people simultaneously, like quick while lining up. So yes, it was definitely hard. But one thing that helped me was like in high school I ran a collegiate offense, so I was used to the no huddle, the hand signals. So like I was used to that. So once I got that down, it was easier to master the playbook. Now I feel like I mastered the playbook. I know everything about the playbook. But I would say it took me about, I want to say maybe a month, actually. Maybe a month and a half to get the whole playbook down. Maybe a month and a half. And I definitely like studied. Like I was up late, like in my dorm, like going through plays, like with my friends, like walking through the motions, walking through the formations, so that like I could get it. Because in meetings, he would call on me and Ledger, like the new people, ask us questions about the formations and stuff, and like you would obviously want to get the answer right. Especially if he threw you in, you didn't want to like go in and not know what you're doing. That's the quickest way to never see the field again. Question 5: what was your hardest class? My hardest class was definitely math calculus. I took math calculus part 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure. And that was definitely the hardest class by far. Like we had like our math homework, they're called P sets, problem sets. One problem set would probably be about 5 questions max, maybe like 4. At least 3 hours. At least 3 hours to finish that, like in this entirety. And I would have to go to. We have these things called what's it called? Let me think. The study center. I would go to these things called the study center, so we could do our homework and there's tutors there and they will help you. But I would have to go every day, so make sure I didn't fall behind. Or I'd have like meetings with my teacher. So I have meetings with my teacher. Usually I don't even need to meet with my teacher. Like usually I'm able to like get the information down, get what I need to know. But no, I needed help. Like I definitely needed help just to make sure I stayed on course. Didn't want to fall too behind. But that was definitely the hardest class. The tests were ridiculous. Like I remember the finals before second semester, I studied 15 hours one day straight, just to understand one topic, 15 hours straight. So yeah, definitely math calculus. That was definitely the hardest class. Question 6. What's one thing you would tell incoming freshman football players in college? One thing I would say is like, bro, just make sure like you're on your shit basically. Like they're not gonna, like college coaches, they'll tell you what to do and they'll tell you like how to do it, and that's it. Like, and then from there on in, like you gotta figure it out. From there on in, you gotta figure it out. If they're like practice at 6, they don't care how you get to practice at 6. They don't care if you sleep in the locker room or if you gotta run from your dorm room. Like they don't care. Like as long as you're there before 6 o'clock, ready to go. So that's like that's one thing I would say is like just time management for real, and like making sure you're on your stuff. Like your coaches are not gonna like drag you along, like kind of walk you step by step, day by day. Like first day you're on your own. They tell you what to do, they'll tell you how to do it, and like that's really about it. So I would say like if you're coming in, like definitely like getting good with like the older people. That's how I got through my freshman year. I got in good with the older people who I kind of consider my friends now, who I know I definitely consider my friends. And they helped me like from week 1, like making sure I was on my stuff, like I ain't fall behind, because they'll like college coaches, like especially your freshman year, like they're on ass and they're like pause, but they're definitely on you. They're definitely on you. So that's what I would say. Like that's what I would tell incoming freshmen is like make sure you're on your stuff. Like it's different from high school football. It definitely is. Question number 7. How are you so drippy? Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Swag comes. The swag. I just be sprinkling some swag in there just to let people know I still got it. Like, you know, that's what I be doing. The drip is effortless. I think I'm a best dressed player in college football. I believe that's me. No cap. I believe I won that award. Question 8. Did you feel uncomfortable in a new environment? Did I feel uncomfortable in a new environment? Yeah, because like I'm the type of person, I'm not an introvert. I'm definitely an extrovert. I would definitely say I'm more of an extrovert than an introvert. But I'm the type of person where going into a new place, like somewhere I've never been before, people I don't really talk to, I'm probably the quietest person to know. I probably won't say anything. So I remember the first day at camp, I did not say not one word that whole day. I'm talking about we had like individualized meetings with our position groups. So like the wide receivers as a whole met as a whole, and I did not say not one word. And on campus, I thought I would be uncomfortable considering that like I was like new, was a bunch of new people, but I didn't feel uncomfortable because I met like luckily I had a lifeline. I had my boys on the football team who I like met way before school started. So by the time school started, I kind of already had like my social groups, because you know you connect through other people. Like you connect through people through other people, or you connect to people through other people. So I wasn't uncomfortable because I already like knew people. I had a sense of familiarity with the place. So thankfully enough, I wasn't uncomfortable. But definitely, I feel like if I didn't have that lifeline with the football team, I definitely think I would have been uncomfortable. But luckily I did, so I wasn't too uncomfortable. Question number 9. Is it really schoolwork all the time? No, it is definitely like that's definitely I'm gonna kill that phenomenon right now. It's definitely not schoolwork all the time. You definitely have time to do your own stuff. It's all about time management. It really is all about time management. For Harvard, like what they told me on my recruiting trip there was like these 4 years of what you make it. I know that seems kind of cliche, but you could make it 4 years of the hardest stuff you'll ever do in your life. And I'm talking about 4 years of just in a book. you could definitely make it so it's 4 years in a book. Or you could like lighten your class load. They have easy classes, and you can lighten your class load, and you can kind of like breeze through, cruise through your 4 years, and it kind of be like your regular university or college. So it really just is what you make it. So like me personally, I'm not interested in being in a book, like staring at a book all 4 years. So my class load isn't crazy hard. So I'm able to like have like more time to have free time to be social. But some people who may be different, they might want to cure cancer. I don't know. And they could have the craziest class load, and you probably won't see them outside of the classroom or outside of a library. So it really just is what you make it. But no, it's not like everyone's always all school all the time. Is it hard being a black person in a predominantly white environment? Is it hard? No, it's not hard. I like the environment at Harvard is definitely there's no tension. There's no racist intention or racial tensions. Like I definitely feel like all people are welcome. I actually think like black people are kind of celebrated at Harvard. There's this thing called the Black Student Association. I'm pretty sure they have it at local high schools and everything. But that's like a big thing at Harvard, and like the black people look out for the other black people. Like that's a big thing. A lot of people do. That's how a lot of people meet their friends. Actually, the Black Student Association sets up events for. I guess it's supposed to be like they're called black events, where like a bunch of black people are invited. There's parties and get-togethers and meet and greets and all types of things. And even without the BSA, I think just in the environment as a whole, there are no racial tensions. I feel like all black people are welcomed, and like black people, white people, Hispanic, Asian, they all kind of blend and mix together and just create one good diverse community. That's how I feel like it personally. It could be different for someone else, but me personally, that's how I feel. I never felt like I was ever like treated differently so far at Harvard because of the color of my skin. Question number 11. Favorite football memory. All right, I have two favorite football memories. The first one's definitely got to be beating Yale at Yale in the Yale Bowl. Like, oh, that was just no better feeling. Because me and my friend, because we're down 3. Is it 3? Yeah, no, we're down 4 with like a minute left, and Yale's Yale's in field goal range. And I'm talking to one of my teammates like, dang, like we just lost. Like that's tough. Like that's crazy. And we came back and won like the last final seconds, and it was like the craziest feeling. Like we stormed the field. Like we stormed the field. We were taunting the Yale players. Like they already hate us, but they probably hated me because I was acting a fool near the Yale set line. Definitely popped a cigar after the game. Like it was amazing, and especially just like share that moment with my brothers, the ones that like aren't coming back, like the seniors. Like that was definitely a great feeling. And then my other favorite memory was during scout team. So like in practice, if you're like on the younger side, like a freshman, sophomore, you do this thing called scout team, which is you basically do the plays of the other team for your defense to prepare your defense for the game. So one day I was just frying the scout team. I had like 8 touchdowns in scout, and one of my friends was recording because they record all the practices, and after every touchdown I did a dance and he recorded it. So I remember like one time I did like the Michael Jackson moonwalk, and the other one I did like the surfboard with the ride. I actually made like a montage of it and showed it to the incoming recruits. But that was definitely like one of the top practices of my life. Question 12. What's your major? All right, so I'm an econ major. So at Harvard, it's a liberal arts school, so there's not many majors you could pick from. They're kind of all like broad. So econ was definitely the one major I felt like I connected with the most out of all the majors. So, and I also was like thinking, if I get like a money degree from the best school in the world, then I'll be able to basically do whatever I want, and I'll be able to do anything I want in all the areas besides like the medical field. So that's what I was thinking. Question 13. What's living in Boston like? Living in Boston is trash. Like, no, I always say that because it's freezing cold, bro. It's freezing cold. It's either cold and wet. It's either raining or it's cold all the time. It's either raining or it's cold all the time. So living in Boston, and it's also like the traffic and the people there are rude. I almost got I did get ran over by a car, and the dude basically he ran me over. I flipped over his car, and he was just like, "Hey man, I didn't see you," and drove off. I was just like, "Wow, crazy." and it's cold. It's like always cold, like, and so we had these big parkas that cover our whole body because it's freezing, and it's always wet. It's always raining, so it's either cold and wet. And cold and wet, those are bad. Those are two bad combinations. So living in Boston is, but Harvard's cool. But just Boston itself, I would not live in Boston like after Harvard because I can't. I wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, man, that's the Q&A Harvard Student Athlete Edition. Definitely banging with Harvard so far. I wouldn't change anything so far right now. I'm really enjoying my time. I actually can't wait till I get back up there in August. I get to room with all my friends now, so I definitely think sophomore year is about to take off for real. But yeah, man, that's the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. More content coming on the way.